Your name is John. Why not sing along? If you're not John, you're in the majority. Welcome back. Hit the run the intro. I don't know why I've done that. Hello, folks. That sounded ridiculous. Sounded guilty. Hello, folks. Hi, welcome back to another video. It's me, DoctorBenjyFM. Good to see you. I hope I find you very, very well. Have you got that Friday feeling? Probably another line of lyrics there that I've not done. We are getting ready to play Cirencester in just a moment. They are very close to the bottom of the table, which makes them a fun team to play against because we should win it comfortably. That's never gone wrong. And as you can see, we've played an awful lot of games since we last met, and the league table is not great from an automatic promotion standpoint. I said we'd come back for the Yeovil game, and that is indeed what we're doing, but the way the league is going, we're going to keep a very close eye on what Woking get up to today, because the Woking fixture could be a very, very important pivotal fixture towards the end of the season. Of course, if they start to stumble at the very end of the season, then there's some tough games in there for them. They play us, they play Fleetwood, they play Burton, right? Maidstone in there as well. So it's not a done deal for Woking. As I say, they've got some difficult games on the horizon. As far as ourselves are concerned, then, as you can see, after the 2 defeats yesterday of just epic sadness, I then drew with Maidstone, so it didn't really get that much better. Then a win against Stevenage. You know, happy thoughts. Before Burton Albion and Stockport County saw us stumble again. So this little run here was not very good at all. But as you can see, our fortunes turned around. A 3-1 win against Cheltenham, a 5-1 win versus Eastleigh before a 2-0 victory against Fylde, and that sort of picked us up a little bit. Cabbage, by the way, has been in fine form, really, really improving. And the good thing about Cabbage is he's slowly, which is good for us, slowly becoming a national of ours. Of course, he's a Polish player, but he's going to be sort of homegrown. So when we're in the Champions League, that will mean that we can register him as part of our, trained at the club for. You're right. Yeah, we'll manage expectations. We made a transfer. I know you're excited. So we brought in, just to round off the amount of players that you can bring in without having to scroll, Robbie Butler from Luton, right back. We talked about having some right back cover. I've brought in Robbie Butler. He's probably better than my actual right back. So feel a little bit for Gavin Arnold too. They're very similar types of defenders, but he's very well rounded, extraordinarily well rounded. And he's starting most games as well. He's played 5 matches. I feel quite bad, actually. Like, Gavin Arnold is obviously quite good. They're both very well-rounded. Give them both credit, But Robbie Butler's also been playing quite well. So it's difficult. I mean, I brought him in just to give Arnold a rest, and now I'm struggling to get him back in the team. It's tricky. Speaking of which, our bench here is not nearly strong enough as it could be. Boateng needs to step on. Martin York needs to step out. What I basically deal with on a day-to-day basis, the one thing you're not seeing right now are the owners or the managers of the clubs of players I've loaned from coming to me and saying, "You're not playing my player in the position," to which I just go, yeah, but I mean, I can't ruin squad harmony for one player, to which they just go, "That's fine, you carry on." I'm thinking, why are we doing the meeting then? It happens a lot. It'll probably happen in today's episode. If it does, I'll make sure you see it occur. But I mean, I'll be remiss not to just discuss the fact that Scott Broom and Dawid Cabbage are playing unbelievable football right now. 25 and 27 goals between them. They are the catalyst for everything right now. Only Alex Gilbert has got, I say, more goals. He's actually level with Cabbage now. Can Cabbage be the best player this season? I do hope so. Let's waste no more time then. Cirencester, the first team we're going to play against, and it should be a routine away win, viewers. All right, then, running through the team for today's game, we've got Cannon, Butler, McBride, Sweeney, Turner at the back, Brown, Grice, and Jimmy on the left-hand side, Dylan behind Broom and Cabbage. Let's see, can they continue the scoring session that they both appear to be on? What can possibly go wrong, viewers? Let's all just, let's just relax. I'm calm. Do I seem not calm? We're playing a team that are a doddle. Come on, I'll show you what you can do. Keep the run going. Let's give them a real G up here. I miss G sometimes. Good girl. Miss her. All right, 73 points, level with Fleetwood. Again, the playoff spots pretty much secure. We've known that all season, but it's whether we can best Woking, who I think have just gone a goal behind, have they? Let's go to the latest scores here. Woking are 2-0 down to Southport very, very early on, so they've got an uphill struggle already. which puts a ridiculous amount of pressure on us, I feel like. It's 3-0, Southport. It's 3-1. The goals are... I wish we were at that game, to be honest, viewers, because that is a party atmosphere. It's a contrasting atmosphere. Cabbage picks up the loose ball, and that's a very brave, excellent, I'm going to say, excellent pass. As Broom now, we know what he's like, viewers. He's very, very quick. He's running away from them. That speed, as the tackle comes in, it's a brilliant tackle, viewers. It's top notch. So, of course, it's going to be a corner. Whoa, I cannot believe it. I really can't. It's a penalty to Thames. Cabbage steps up. It's 1-0. Well, I mean, I feel for the defence. I mean, let's be honest. It looked like a good tackle, but... this never happens, viewers. This is such a rare occurrence. I can't quite believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe. I'm stunned. I'm positively shook. The corner. We've got it. It's playing it short. Dylan whips in. Cabbage is close, but not quite there. I'm just pretending it's not happened. Grice now on it as he's keeping the ball well here. And, I mean, I say keeping the ball well. Support him, somebody. Oh, my word. I mean, how he's got that ball through there, I'll never know. Lots of options in the centre for us right now, as there are players all over the pitch. That is football, Ben. Summers, though, racing forward. I don't know how this has happened, really. Oh, defensively, what is the movement all about there? Stop just running backwards. They've scored. I mean, Summers scores. It's Summers time is the song I'd be singing if he played for me, which he doesn't. So let's move on. I question the movement here of McBride. He's just, think fast, mate. Think fast. That's not brilliant from you. And then you rush back like, oh yeah, I've got it. No, it's too late, mate. You've blown it. At half time then, 1-1, very, very even, as we've been paced, is the phrase I'm going to use for you. As you can see the XG there for both sides. Ours was dominated by one thing, really. I've told them I'm not happy, though. Away from home here, I don't care for away from home. We should be doing better here. Butler with a throw-in. Goes short to Chris Brown, who's been pretty good recently, actually. He's been getting on the score sheet as Butler racing forward. Ball pulled back across. So it should be a goal. We've had a lot of red cards recently. Fortunately, no one is suspended for this particular game, but the red cards have been flowing here at Thames. So let's hopefully not see another one today. I noticed that Brown's on a yellow card, and he's been part of it. So I am concerned, as there is 25 minutes left to go, and it's all a little bit passive. Dylan's going to come off. Sadiqi's coming on. It's a move we make very, very often. I might take layoff as well for Brown. I don't really want anyone getting... Is that we're playing on, viewers? Oh, no, we're not. It's a penalty. So, I mean, he did miss the ball. That was a legitimate penalty for a player that I'm in the process of taking off. If I'd have paused the game, this would never have happened. It's now 2-1, Siren Sister. And I mean, great spirits. Stacey Pears scores the goal. Great penalty. Fair, yeah, good, fair. It's a fair penalty. It was a penalty. I can't argue. All the penalties are fair. All the penalties are completely legitimate. So don't be annoyed with it, Ben. Fleetwood are being held by Fylde. Woking's still losing, and we're losing to one of the bottom teams in the table, as Anthony McBride has made up for his lack of turning and running and has converted a goal. We're back. Thank heavens. Broom with a set piece. It's a beautifully lofted ball, by the way. You can't miss. It's on a plate. 77 gone. I'm just hoping the boys pick it up here. Broom... in a quiet game, do I bring Martin York on? I've not seen Martin York play up front for us for I don't know how long. Broom's too important. The impact of his speed, I can't take him off regardless, as 10 minutes left to go. Is there going to be something in this? Can we make something happen? I think we just up the tempo slightly. I was going to change the passing, but not so much. As again, 5 minutes on the clock. Oh, my word. This is a game I would really like to win. I think what we're going to do, looking at everything, Moise Turner is the one that's playing particularly poorly. I'm going to gamble a little bit. Fullbacks are going to push on here. Lay's going up front, as he can also play there. We'll make Cabbage... Yeah, we're just going to push them all up, I think. It's time. In fact, Sadiqi's going to come back, so we're going to play it that way, I think. Are we? Grice could step back in to there, maybe, on a support duty instead. It's fine. Right, come on. 3 up front, 4 minutes to go. Is there a late moment of joy for us? As the time, viewers... is ebbing away. I'm going to try and encourage the final moment of encouragement. Can we get a goal? No. It might be a point gained if Fleetwood have indeed been held and if Woking have lost. But that is points dropped, isn't it? For heaven's sake. Not good enough. Really quite infuriatingly not good enough, actually. And now we play Yeovil next, who are a much better side. This was the time to prove to people that we are contenders for promotion. And for whatever reason, we still not quite there yet. Penalties have dominated that game, don't get me wrong, but even so, not our best work. As Fleetwood lost, it was a very late Fylde goal. Oh, mate, if we'd have won it, flipping heck, Woking came back and drew. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, it's infuriating. Right, okay. Next game coming up, Yeovil, the team we're going to face. They had a complete collapse. They were 3-0 up against Harrogate and binned it off. I love to see that. Howard here is absolutely furious. Football is not entertainment. Football is a sport. Very, very curious, very angry. There's not really any more to that. I don't know who's tweeted him first, but he's fuming. All right, we've got a full week before the Yeovil game. One of the advantages of not being in the Builder-Based Trophy or having extra fixtures pile up at this stage of the season is that we now have full week-long rests before we play again for the majority of the final games of the season, which is far better for us because, boy, do we need it. This is it. This is one of those moments, viewers. Now, if this backfires spectacularly, there will be tears. We like having Batch around. He's a very solid central midfielder, of course, played that ball-winning role very well. So let's talk with the manager of their side and say, I cannot risk the balance of the team for just one player. Okay, I understand the position you're in. I'll get back to work. I'll talk to you soon. I know you will. You come back every single month and tell me about this. So every single time. That's how I get through it. Every single time. So if you want advice on that, viewers, that's what you say. Make it all about you, basically. Be selfish. That's the best route. All right, some games have happened. Yeovil have played midweek and have been beaten again. The other sides around us have not. Fylde now have played a game more. We're still on 37 there with the majority of the sides down there with us. Up there with us. Sorry, that was such a reflex, viewers. Down there with us. I couldn't help it. I mean, do you know what? I've not looked at the relegation zone all season. Who's down there? Oh, Dulwich Hamlet. It's always you. We might be about to break all league records here, but like in a weird way, we might still not be promoted, but we're going to break all our league records. So despite being promoted in previous divisions, we're about to have more points and more wins than ever before. So if we don't get promoted, this is going to be very hurting, very painful. Hurting. Painful is the word, but for heavens, what is wrong with you? You can't get John off your mind, can you? That's the problem for you. You just keep thinking about John. Who is John? Do I have any players called John? Not a single. Oh, no, John Noakes, of course. Big John Noakes. So he's played a lot of football on 400 quid a week this year. It's a disgrace. It's really, honestly, 400 quid a week. How much is that total? Hang on, we'll get a calculator up. So he's been here for what, 10 months, which is what? Right, let's go for 40 weeks, right? So it's 400. The fact I can't do this in my head is embarrassing. Just okay. I've looked at the number. Do the maths yourself, viewers. That's annoying when you consider whatever. It's fine. What's 4 times 4, Ben? 16. Yeah. Why couldn't you add I don't know. All right, then. Time for game 2 of today's episode. The one position I continually frustrate with is Dylan's. So Dylan's going to come out. Sadiqi's going to start in this game. The problem we've got, obviously, is we've got such a reliance on lone players. I'm actually going to make a move that I hope works out for me. Gavin Arnold's going to step back on to the pitch, and Boateng is going to be one of the players that now comes onto the bench for us. The reason for this, really, is I'm going to have to move a few other players around. I like bringing Boateng off the bench. I just think he always seems to play well for me, whether it's creating for others or scoring the odd goal here or there. Yeah, I mean, he's got 5 goals this season, which is our 3rd top goal scorer. So, reliance, viewers, a lot of it. All right, the rest of the side is going to remain the same. Shout out to Canon in goal, but don't do it pre-game. Do it after the game. Go, great job, Canon. He kept a clean sheet. Don't preempt it. Oh, Yeovil have this man, John. Maybe it was a sign, viewers. For those that don't remember John, which I would forgive you for not doing it, this was a player I really wanted to sign at the start of this season, and he rejected me. And it was 2 years ago, sorry, I went to Yeovil instead. It was a free transfer. I had a pretty indifferent last season, but this year has been far better. So John, don't get me, John. All right, the teams walk out. Then, of course, Yeovil in their famous green and white. We, of course, in our red and white kit as Thames versus Yeovil kicks off, and we will of course be keeping an eye on what happens as Woking play Dagenham and Fleetwood are probably playing as well. Arnold's ball to Broom, pretty good. Back to Arnold, whose delivery is usually pretty good. It falls to Grice, who's going to have a little bit of time to steady himself and plays the ball out to the left-hand side. Turner pushed up nicely for a fullback into Siddiqui, who's coming to the side. I'll tell you what, Daniel Siddiqui gets the 1-0 lead, and that, my friends, is absolutely sensational. Out to Turner on the left-hand side, and it's just such composure from those two boys on that side, and the finish from Siddiqui is fantastic. I think Woking might be leading 2 as Yeovil play a free kick, and we just about head it away. Now, surely we're going to pounce onto that. Siddiqui's going to get there. You can see Broom already thinking about making his movement forward. Cabbage plays it across to Broom. The first touch is fantastic. Broom's in on goal. Oh, it's a brilliant save by Reynolds, but that was enthralling, viewers. Where's this going? You know, no one builds, and it's got like edges to it as well. Where would it go anyway? Straight into that wall. I like to think they were doing it, and then one of them looked up and went, "It's just going to a wall." And they stopped it there. They thought, "Well, we're not doing it any further. Forget the benches. Leave it." You can't drive there, can you? What can you do in that space? Have a barbecue? Bring the barbecue over. The reference to it. There's 3 bins. There's about 3 bins over there. 1 bin there. How many? 5 bins. How many bins do you need? How much litter is congregating in that part of the... They've cleared it away, so, you know, happens. Woking still 0-0. Fleetwood still 0-0, as Woking not 0-0. So they've scored now. Yeah, that's annoying, obviously. I can't keep my eyes off it, viewers. I don't know about you. As Arnold is on it now. Ball played, that's something. Ball played, not great, as now Yeovil with a chance to try and bring this away, as their passing is not good, viewers. Cabbage on it now. Oh, finds Broom. Brilliant work. Oh, it should have been a goal, boys. Come on. That's sort of the yin and the yang with Broom. He's very, very quick, but his technical ability is not quite there. Imagine if it was. He'd have 55 goals this season easily, as the ball played forward is easily dealt with by McBride. Into Sweeney, the back 2, good together, as the clearance is a little bit wayward, but they might have kept that in for us. You see that pretty often in Football Manager, as Sweeney steps out of defence to win the ball back towards Cabbage, lofting his ball forward, not brilliant, as Siddiqui now brings it forward, though. Broom's on it. Can he finish this one? He needs a few chances normally. Well, he's going to need another one. He's getting close. We keep having corners. We put something there. I mean, for heaven's sake. I will say I'd be absolutely terrified if we cut back to there in a minute and there's just a gazebo up. That'd be infuriating. Not infuriating, just terrifying. As Bolton intercepts from Grice, and now they're going to try and break. But if I know corners and highlights, it's over. Ball lifted forward towards Turner, who's beaten in the air. Grice does brilliantly, though, and the ball towards Cabbage down the channel is something he will absolutely run onto, and now it's where the Broom can get into the centre. Cabbage tries to pull it back. He can't quite do so. Now Bolton on that side launches the ball forward, and Grice with a spectacular volley intercepts, and this is very non-league right now. Both teams just sort of launching it towards one another, and it's the first side to actually play football. It's a wonderful ball. Oh my word, he's missed again. Broom, I don't know how many chances the boy needs. The goal kick, we win the breakdown from that straight away, as Cabbage now forward into Broom again. He's got to this time, surely. What? Broom! He's not sweeping him away. He's doing that thing when someone says, can you just sweep up over there? And you decide that's going to be a free kick. When you decide, yeah, I will sweep it. You just sweep it into a corner. You don't actually tidy it up. That's what he's doing right now. He's not tidying. He's just sweeping as they come forward. If they score now, I don't know how many chances we've had. It's been ridiculous. Our XG is very high compared to theirs, and the amount of chances we've seen Broom have, high quality chances, remember, as, Woking winning. Woking drawing. Dagenham and Redbridge just got a late goal there. Thames 1, Yeovil 0. Okay, again, we can start to, the automatic spot for me isn't gone yet. I know what Woking have got coming up. It's such a big moment for us. I think we're going to have to play them in a future episode. It has to be the next episode that we play Woking. Let's do weird time to say this. Let's do a deal. Let's not do a deal. Do you know what? I'm going to do it because your support's been immense recently. There'll be a video this Saturday, and maybe even Sunday too. Why not? Give him back to the guys, to the brothers and their sisters. You know, that's what we're going to do. Especially if Woking lose this, because then it's on, viewers. Then it's really on. Yeovil forward, of course. We still have to do our job here, as Cannon with a brilliant point blank save. 10 minutes to go. Where is the time gone? Here I am doing deals that aren't deals. As okay, we just need to calm ourselves down. I'm in that position where I'm not making subs. I'm winning. I'm not making subs. You're criticising me. You're writing it in the comments in a future video, but we'll take the 1-0 win. I don't really know what happened elsewhere. It was very, very quick. I think Woking were held. So a good win, boys. Well done. I think Fleetwood might have been held as well, which might be a huge victory in the context of the remainder of this season. The automatic spot is not done yet. We set the records, by the way, of course. If we got points in this one, we'd set records for the highest points tally, the most amount of wins, as we come to this here. Woking drew. Fleetwood held by Siren Sister. What a team. What a bunch of guys. As, the weekend hasn't been a total write-off. And knowing that we play Woking next episode, that is the crunch game. Win it, and the automatic spot is potentially ours. Lose it, and we know that it's probably going to be the playoffs for AFC Thames. But this was a critical episode to decide how things would go, as Siddiqui, who had a fantastic game, you've got to say. Did he get a goal and an assist? Oh, sensational from him. The right move to start him. As, a few of the boys are tired, but with the 7-day breaks we get in between, we're not too worried about it. Coming up then, next episode, we have... Wow, this is going to be big now. Carlisle and Woking on a brilliant run right now. It's got to be said, that 2-2 draw, par for the cause right now, as our run-in as well. Stevenage, you can see they're 11th. Dulwich Hamlet, 23rd. Aldershot, 21st. Scunthorpe, 12th. That's 12th, even. That is a pretty soft run-in. Again, I'll refer back to it in case you're not quite sure just how tough it is. Harrogate in 10th. Oz in second, Fleetwood in third, Burton in sixth, Maidstone in eighth, Stockport in fourth. Woking have one of the toughest run-ins they could possibly have to finish this season. I'm just curious to see what Fleetwood have got as well, really, because Fleetwood are still on our tail. They play Yeovil next in seventh, then Carlisle. Woking, of course, that's huge for us, and then some pretty easy games towards the end of the season, similar to us, actually. So it's all going to kick off. Hopefully you're enjoying it. 7 years in this division, and it might nearly be over. I'll see you tomorrow, even though it's a Saturday. We love with care for it. Spent until next time. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye. Also, Draft Force tomorrow, so it's a double upload day.